After 4 years of development and years of anticipation, it's finally here. Some are loving it and some are absolutely hating it. I've never seen a community so divided. So, what I'm wondering today is, did we ruin No Man's Sky for ourselves? Since it came to PC, I've been able to put a few hours into it, and I gotta say, I'm actually enjoying it. Granted, I could be bored within a few play sessions, or I might just enjoy it enough to see what's in the centre of the galaxy. But I can't help but feel that a lot of people are expecting this game to be more than what it is. People heard 18 quintillion planets, all unique with a vast universe that will mostly go unexplored, and that idea alone, I think, blew people's minds. And I think people are expecting a deep experience with trading, combat, crafting, and exploration, but it's just not that. And there were hardcore fans of the game before it even came out, and together they blew this game up to be the best thing since Jaffa Cakes. And I love me some Jaffa Cakes. But they aren't the only ones to blame. You couldn't go to any games media outlet without being bombarded with a crazy amount of coverage for No Man's Sky. The game has been in development for about 4 years, but it was announced in 2013, around there. And since then, the hype train has just been stopping at every single station, picking up as many people as they can and adding on more characters so they could pick up even more people. I think the only people who weren't hyping up the game was Hello Games themselves, and of course they knew what the game was. They knew how deep the features went with No Man's Sky. Just look at Sean's face. Countless games journalists just gushing at him, asking so many questions. Can I build my own ship? Can I customize my own character? Can I ride a unicycle across a vast plain while listening to the fucking Spice Girls while eating Jaffa Cakes? I bloody love Jaffa Cakes. But no! The only info that was shaky, and still is shaky, is whether the game has multiplayer. The announcement trailer advertises the game as such, but over time it's kind of gone from a yes to a yeah? But the whole time Sean was telling us what the game was. He even showed us exactly what it was. Look at his face. You know what that face says? Look man, just calm your tits. But there is another party to blame, and that is Sony. I love you Sony, but you turn this into something that it's not. I even think it was you who made the call to sell No Man's Sky for the full AAA retail price when it's clearly an indie title. But like I said before, I'm really enjoying this game. It's definitely a game for me, but I think I knew what it was from the get-go. Looking at the vast amount of footage, I saw what there is to do in No Man's Sky, and what you see from the footage is literally it. Going to a planet, mining it, going to another planet, mining it, going to another planet, and you guessed it, mining it. Essentially, No Man's Sky is an indie space exploration game with very light mechanics where you just fly around, look at cool stuff, see some crazy animals, and just chill out. This game is the ultimate space chill out game. You're going to want some space biscuits to fully enjoy this game, you know what I'm saying? So, now that it's out, I'm glad. Not only because I get to sit in my underwear and play it, but because the hype train has finally come to a stop. The game is not perfect by any means, but it's a good game for the right people. And think of this as a starting point for something potentially amazing in the future. Just think of the possibilities and the 18 quintillion ripoffs we're going to see in the next 5 years. So, did we ruin it for ourselves? For the most part, yes. But if you went in with a level head and low expectations, I think you're the person who is truly going to enjoy this game. One thing I've come to learn over the years is to just enjoy a game for what it is. I think so many people expect the stars and the moon. Excuse that awful pun. Wow, I might even cut that out. But if you're the person who thought No Man's Sky was going to be more than what it is and got wrapped up in the hype, then in part, I don't blame you. They were pretty vague for a long time, but you have to learn to temper expectations from now on. Well, I hope you enjoyed the very first episode of The Spotlight, the show where I get to talk about things that are worth talking about in the games industry. Remember, the conversation does not stop here. Let me know what you think of No Man's Sky so far. Did you get your hopes up? Are you enjoying it for what it is? Do you like Jaffa Cakes as much as I do? Probably not, but let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next episode of The Spotlight.